What's going on, y'all? It's Lodge Locks, and today we got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be giving you guys a total of 4 NBA player props I love on the board for this Tuesday, April 15th NBA play-in games. It's the first 2 games of the whole NBA playoffs. Well, not even the playoffs, but the last 4 teams that need to make it in order to get that next spot coming up. So, or last 8 teams, 4 on each conference. So again, should be a nice little game. Got 2 games to choose from: Atlanta Hawks versus the Orlando Magic, and then the Memphis Grizzlies versus Golden State Warriors. So we're gonna be giving you guys 2 players from each of the games. But before we get those, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turn on. It's gonna be in the world of me. Gonna be grinding all season for the rest of the playoffs. Trying to give you guys a video every day if we got playoff games, like multiple game slates. So again, we'll definitely be posting a lot more content. I know the last couple of days for like the end of the regular season was kind of shaky and inconsistent because again, a lot of these teams do even need to play. They just bench their starters and whatnot, and some of the games were just late, did not matter at all. So kind of waited until we had some good ones that actually mattered. And in that case, this is a win or go home situation. Both these guys should be going off, or all 4 of these guys should be going off. So it should be a good day of basketball. And with that being said, we're going to go to hop out of the props. And if you guys haven't joined already and are new to the channel, we got a free Discord. Link will be down below in the description of this video. If you guys would like to join, it's just where we post announcements, extra player props, and all that good stuff. So again, completely free. If you guys would like to join, link will be down below in the description of this video. But with that being said, we're going to go to hop out of the game, or the players. Our player of the day in today's video is going to be Ja Morant over his shot attempts line. I believe this one should be a very good game. Ja Morant in winner go home situations and just the playoffs in general. He typically takes a lot of shot attempts for this Memphis Grizzlies teams. Definitely a go-to guy. And against the Warriors, we just saw a big game out of him, so I feel like it should be another one, especially with that recency being there. His last like 10 games alone, he's been doing his thing, and this one should be the best over and under for like total points scored of the night. So again, I believe Ja Morant should definitely be getting up those shots. The spread is minus 7.5 in favor of the Warriors, so it should be a very good one. Ja Morant over this 20.5 field goal attempts is my favorite one of the day. In his last 10 games, he's been very consistent, especially in the last 8 alone. He's gone 7 out of 8 in his last 8 games. The only time that he didn't cover was against this tough Boston Celtics defense, who is ranked like top 5 in the whole NBA on like just defensive points. As you guys can see, they only gave up 103 points to the Grizzlies and still ended up getting hooked by 0.5. But other than that, he's been cash money, super consistent on putting up the shots. He's been averaging around like 33 minutes a game whenever it's a very close game and just like an important game. I feel like we'll definitely be seeing 35 plus minutes guaranteed from this guy. So again, it should be down to the wire one. Golden State Warriors, both these guys are trying to punch the ticket to the NBA playoffs and face off against I believe the winner plays the Rockets of this game. So again, they both want to win this one just to get that good positioning and avoid the Thunder. But as you guys can see, Warriors, they're ranked 9th and giving around 2-point shot attempts, which Ja Morant usually takes a majority of, giving around 58 games. So again, if there's going to be any guy on this Memphis Grizzlies team that's going to be putting them up, I believe Ja Morant should be the guy. His last 10 games, as you guys can see, he's been super consistent on taking these shots at least 28 games. So with like winner go home, I believe he should definitely exceed 21 shot attempts. He actually has a pretty good resume against these guys. The one head-to-head that he had against the Warriors, obviously he's suspended, I believe, for a lot of his games, or not a lot of them, but some of the games this season. But the one we saw the other night, 33 minutes and 22 shot attempts. Now, the part that I really liked about this play, like I mentioned, Ja Morant in elimination games, he's definitely been the go-to guy. I believe in his last like 8 elimination games, like with the playoffs and everything going on last season, he averaged 23 shot attempts a game. And again, now this is a winner go home on top of him just being super consistent, taking 20 plus a game. I feel like that's a no-brainer, and I believe Ja Morant should have a good time being able to take shots against these guys. So with that being said, player of the day in today's video, Ja, 20.5 shot attempts right here. If you guys didn't take anything from the videos, I'd always recommend the player of the day. So that case, we're rocking with this right there. Second player on today's video, we're actually be looking at another shot attempts line on the other side of the ball. Steph Curry over 21.5 shot attempts. I believe this one, it definitely got elevated a lot more, especially from his last 10. He's only gone over in 3 of the last 10 games, obviously. But in a winner go home situation against the Memphis Grizzlies, who are ranked 20th and 25th in 2-pointers and 3-pointers allowed, they get around 40 3-pointers a game to opposing teams and 52 2-pointers. So again, a shooter like Curry, if they're ranked bottom 5 in 3-pointers allowed, I feel like he should definitely be the go-to guy. And what we saw last matchup with Curry, he had 31 shot attempts against these guys. It was at the beginning of April, around 14 days ago. So he went crazy and just really did his thing. I believe this should be another game and right here. So I believe where is it at? Oh, we forgot to go to this little insight. Sorry about that. But he's been seeing great minutes, 33 minutes a game on average whenever it's a good game, like a very needed game like we saw against the Clippers. He saw 38 minutes in this game, and last matchup, Memphis Grizzlies against opposing point guards was the Steph Curry line, and they gave up so many right there. So it should be a very good one. And if we look at Steph Curry's last 3 elimination games in his career, against the Lakers, and Kings, I believe all these ones were like playing games, or this one was the playoffs actually. But if we look at these stats right here, his shot attempts taken in all these matchups were crazy. 28, 24, and 38 field goal attempts in the last 3 elimination games for this guy. Even if we look at his last 8 or 10 elimination games, 22, 24, 19, 23, 22, 23, 17, 38, 24, and 28. So again, 8 of his last 10 elimination games, he's covered this line well over every single time, taking damn near 22 plus a game. And again, that is what he needs to cover for this line. So 22, I believe this should be a good one. We literally just saw a game the other night, 2 weeks ago against these guys. It was a crazy one. He went off this game, I believe, for like 50 or something. So again, I feel like this would be another one with everything, all the stakes there. So Steph Curry over this shot attempts line right here is going to be our second player on today's video. Where is it at? 21.5 field goals attempted. With the third player on today's video, we're going to be looking at Franz Wagner for the Hawks versus Magic's game over his 4.5 assist line. I feel like this one's a very good one. He's been pretty consistent in his last 10 games. His last 10 games, he's covered this line 6 out of 10, 60% of the time. The majority of these guys' matchups with the Orlando Magic have been blowouts, and or they didn't even need a couple of these games. This was a very low-scoring game, and a blowout against Boston Celtics. Only had 2 assists right here. Another blowout against Kings. This one was pretty much just they got dominated. Only 92 points right here against the Dallas Mavericks, surprisingly. And then Charlotte Hornets, he hooked. But in his last 5 games alone, he's been seeing a lot of shot attempts, around 11 on average, which you like to see. I feel like this one's a very good line. His Goblin line is at 4.5, but his normal line's at 5. So we're just going to be taking his normal line at 5. The part that I really like about this play is Franz Wagner has exceeded 4.5 assists in 9 of his last in 9 straight games versus bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed, averaging almost 6 a game. If we look at Atlanta Hawks defensively against his position, which is small forward, they're ranked dead last in assists allowed, giving around 4.4 a game. And overall, in general, they're ranked 24th, bottom 6 team in assists, giving around 28 a game. I believe they're like one of the top 2 worst teams in the NBA in total points allowed. So again, Franz Wagner, he should definitely be diving up the ball. I feel like Paulo Banchero should definitely have a big game right here. So I feel like majority of the assists should be able to come from this guy, and Paulo should be able to convert against a weak defense like the Atlanta Hawks. If we look at Atlanta Hawks defensively, they let the opposing small forward in 4 straight games cover their assist line. As you guys can see, all these guys in the last couple games that Atlanta Hawks have gone against: Caleb Houston, Tristan Da Silva, Marcus Bagley, and Ricky Council. All these guys went over their line easily. And again, Franz Wagner, I feel like this one should be a good one. If we look at his last 9 matchups against similar teams defensively, on giving up assists, he's gone well over every single time. Now the line's at 5 even. He's more than likely going to get the push at 5, even if he goes over. Even if he lands up on flat, it's still a nice little payout either way. Just like lowers it a little bit, but again, it's still a hit considered. So just lower payout boost. But if he sees around 8 plus potential assists, I feel like this one should be a guarantee. In his last 10 games, whenever he sees around 9 or 8 plus potential assists, he definitely covers his line. So as long as he sees those, which we definitely should see against a bottom, the worst team ranked defensively against his position in that area, I feel like that opportunity should definitely be there. So France is going to be our third player on today's video over that flat line right there for the assist. Pretty hot line right now at the moment. 6.4K people are on that one already. So we're going to be rocking with that play. And then with the last and final player on today's video, we're going to be rocking with Dyson Daniels. Pretty easy line in my opinion over his 2.5 assists. This one's minus 140 on other sports books right now. So I feel like this one's just a nice little payout booster to just add in there for a 4-man. But Dyson Daniels over 2.5 assists, covered this line 80% of his last 10 games. The only 2 matchups that he didn't cover was a blowout, Knicks, and then another blowout against Portland Trailblazers. But winner go home situation, this Atlanta Hawks team is definitely going to be going out there and doing his thing. Pretty much him and Trae Young are definitely going to be the go-to guys that they're going to have to lean on. So Orlando Magic, as you guys can see, they're ranked number 1 in assists allowed, get around only 22 a game. If we look at them against opposing shooting guards, they give around 5 a game. Point guard and shooting guard, they're pretty solid in general. Small forward as well, just pretty much everywhere. They're ranked top 3 in all these positions. but I feel like this is still a good line in my opinion. Last 10 games, he's been seeing 9 potential assists on average. He's covered 2.5 assists in 19 straight games on the road, averaging 5.5. And the last 2 games that the Orlando Magic have had, they let the opposing shooting guard cover in both those matchups. So again, nice little insight, which they've been struggling to recently. And he actually has a great resume against these guys. His last 4 head-to-heads so far this season alone, he's gone 2 out of 2 against these guys, 4, 4, and 3 assists in every single matchup. And all these ones are recent, 2 months ago, and then this one was a couple, just 1 week ago. 5, 11, and 8 potential assists. Compare that to his last 10 games. He's been averaging 9. So again, I feel like this one's definitely a good line and pretty low in my opinion. Well, it is a goblin play, but I feel like this one should just be a nice little freebie that we could throw in there. So Dyson Daniels over this line at 2.5 assists is going to be our last and final player on today's video. Where's this assist line? Should I skip it? Oh yeah, right there at 2.5. So these are my 4 players I'm rocking with for this Tuesday NBA playoff playing games. John Morant, 20.5 field goal attempts is going to be our player of the day. Second player, Steph Curry, 21.5 field goal attempts. Third player, Franz Wagner, 5 assists. And then last and final player, Dyson Daniels, over that 2.5 assists. So these are my 3 I'm rocking with. You guys can mix and match these however you guys want to, or tell straight up. I told you guys my favorite one. But that is pretty much all I got for you guys in today's video. Again, please drop a like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video and like the breakdowns and content. And we're going to be giving you guys a lot more videos for the NBA playoffs coming up in the near future. A lot of games this week that really are important with the whole play-in. So should be good ones. And that is all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's eat today.